A length and a half now to Ruby. Racing third there was Miss Capital, 2 lengths away. Fourth is Beau's Desire. About 2.5 lengths, Simona Hard-Ridden, followed by Nebrian Star, and Verde Roses has now dropped out the last. Up the side, inside the 700 metres mark, they run. The leader was Ruby by a neck now to racing second. On the outside is Narita. Miss Capital goes now to third, about 4 lengths to Beau's Desire. They're followed further back by Simona, Nebrian Star, and Valley Rose is a bad last. On the final turn, short of 400 metres to go, the leader Ruby by 3/4 of a length to Narita. Then 2.5 to 3 lengths to Miss Capital. Running third is now under extreme pressure. Around the outside of it then goes Beau's Desire. They're followed further back by Nebrian Star. Inside the 200 metre mark, and Ruby shot away, led by more than 2 lengths on Narita. Miss Capital can't win, but Ruby in front, about 80 or 90 metres to go. Narita trying hard, but Ruby, the first favourite, has 2 good wins easily. At the judge, and Ruby kept going, has won it by more than 2 lengths to Narita. Running third is Beau's Desire, Nebrian Star fourth, behind them Miss Capital, then Valley Roses next to last, and Simona has run last.
Ruby, 10 to 9 favourite, 85 and 70, 1 Narilla, $1.35, and 5 Beau's Desire, which started 12 to 1. The second saw a dead heat, then a protest.
Racing. Creponita missed the start a fraction near the inside. Cinnabar Sue wasn't well away, was back now to last on settling down, where the leader was Swift Word from Manalling. Beach Baby's gone out of third. Back behind them was Tango Rhythm. They're followed further back in the field by Tired Princess, being hard-ridden. Hang in making ground, 3 and 4 horses wide after a tardy start. They're followed further back in the field then by Rahina Empress. Tired Princess back now racing midfield on the inside of Lady Exalt. About 2.5 lengths then to Be a Friend. They're followed further back by Eton Girl. Well back third last then was Cinnabar Sue starting a run, followed by Creponita, and now Small Pin has dropped out the last. Up by the skirt inside the 500 metre mark, the leader Swift Word by 1/2 to 3/4 of a length to Mannerling. Running third there was Tango Rhythm, hard-ridden, followed by Bonnety. Beach Baby back behind them is Tired Princess, being hard-ridden, followed by Lady Exalt. Out wide on the track then was Small Pin making some ground, followed by Be a Friend and also Cinnabar Sue. On the final turn inside the 200 metre mark, Mannerling by a neck now to Swift Words. Out wide on the track then Tired Princess is starting to storm home down the outside. Tired Princess ducked in or get hit over the snout here by the rider's whip on Mannerling. Mannerling about a head in front. They hit the line. Oh, this is close. Nearly a dead heat. Tired Princess might have got up, but we'll get the race on protest, I'd reckon, from Mannerling. Swift Words has run third. They're followed by Small Pin fourth. A break then to Tango Rhythm, Be a Friend, Cinnabar Sue, Lady Exalt. Then Rahina Empress. Further back then was Bonnety, Creponita. A break then to Beach Baby, followed by Eton Girl, and last of all was Hand In.
And it was just as Ray Benson called it, a dead heat, and then Tired Princess. Rider Dale Short protested against barrage on Mannerling for interference over the last 100 metres. It was upheld. Tired Princess, 2 to 1 favourite, $1.20 and 60. Mannerling, 25 to 1, $2.70, and Swift Words, 16 to 1, $2.40. In the third, Midge Didham had a rough ride on Persian Saint.
Racing. The grey Els Gamble jumped away very well near the inside, being booted up early. Watson a name with Classy Bell, and Persian Saint is hunting up along the inside rail. Behind them was further back in the field then came Centra Bricius. Aerial Victory making ground, but is Cord Racing 3 horses wide as they drive down to that bottom turn. Back behind them on the fence then is Neomond. They're followed further back by Lions Court, and Talon God has now tailed out the last. Going around that first turn, 1,100 metres to go. Aerial Victory, the potted by a length and a half to Els Gamble. Racing third is Persian Saint, inclined to want to rip. 2 lengths to Classy Bell, fourth on the inside of What's in a Name, 1 deep. They were followed water out then by Lions Court making ground, 3 horses wide, and back behind them on the fence is Neomond, followed by Centra Bricius, and last of all still is Talon God. Around that bottom turn, short of 800 metres to go, Aerial Victory by more than 2 lengths on Els Gamble. Persian Saint has gone out a second, Els Gamble running third. They're followed back behind them by Classy Bell making ground the centre. Out racing 3 horses wide, What's in a Name, the favourite Els Gamble being hard-ridden, not travelling well, followed by Talon God. Then Centra Bricius. Further back then was Neomond, has now dropped out the last. On the final turn at the 400 metre mark, and Els Gamble being hard-ridden, where the leader Persian Saint beat off Aerial Victory. Classy Bell's gone out a race outside the leader. Els Gamble running fourth. They're followed further back by What's in a Name, and also Talon God, and Neomond is last. On the home turn at the 200 metre mark, Persian Saint by more than 2 lengths on Classy Bell. Els Gamble can't win it. We flat out running a drum. Persian Saint in front, halfway down the straight, holding Classy Bell at bay on the top weight. Persian Saint is going to win easily. At the judge, and Persian Saint kept going. In fact, eased down right on the line, has won it by 3 lengths to Classy Bell. What's in a Name has run third. Centra Bricius fourth. They're followed by Els Gamble. Then came Talon God, Aerial Victory. Well back then was Lions Court, and the bad last is Neomond.
1 Persian Saint, 5 to $1.95 and 70. 3 Classy Bell, 85 cents, and 7 What's in a Name, $1.60, the 6-4 favourite, L's Gamble, unplaced. In the 4th, Rothschild started favourite.
Ready and away they go. Your Honour beat them out from Rothschild, who began rather quickly. So too did the Sunburner. McLuhan was not anxious to be up there, dropping back through the field. Is now back to third last with Burnbarra, and Prince Solero, the grey, is now last of all and tailed off. At the end of about 300 metres, the leader, Society Man from the Sunburner. Man of Ice is caught racing 4 horses wide, being booted up there, followed further back by Burnbarra, who goes now to 4th. A bit more than the length then to the favourite, which is Rothschild, 1 deep on the outside of Reckon I'm Ready. 3/4 of a length to Your Honour there, followed by McLuhan, back now to third last, then 2.5 lengths to Dark Prince, and Prince Solero was last of all. In the home straight, the first time inside the 2,000 metre mark to run. The leader was the Sunburner from Man of Ice, the outside. Over on the outside, racing 3 horses wide as Burnbarra, has been set a very big task, and they're followed by Society Man. Half a length to Rothschild, 1 off the fence. 1.5 lengths then to Reckon I'm Ready. They were followed further back by Your Honour, racing outside McLuhan. Second last is Dark Prince, and Prince Solero, the grey, is still last. 1,600 metres to go out of the straight down the side, and the leader was the Sunburner by a neck to a half length to Man of Ice. Burnbarra racing 3 horses wide, being booted up, trying to get around the outside of the Sunburner. Society Man running 4th, there followed by Rothschild, is now 3 horses wide. Reckon I'm Ready booting up on the inside of it. They were followed by McLuhan, Your Honour, Prince Solero second last, and Dark Prince is still last of all. Going around that back turn inside the 1,200 metre mark, Burnbarra by heading out to Man of Ice. Racing third on the inside is the Sunburner. Society Man the centre. Rothschild is 3 horses wide, but he's going very easily. Back behind them is Reckon I'm Ready, 1/2 to 3/4 of a length to McLuhan. They were followed by Your Honour. Then Dark Prince, who's second to last, and Prince Solero, the grey, was still last of all. Off the side inside the 800 metres mark they run. Burnbarra by head now to Man of Ice. Rothschild is running third and looks to be going half pace on the outside of Society Man. Reckon I'm Ready is running 5th and also travelling well, could be the main danger. Out deep on the track then was Your Honour there, followed by McLuhan. Further back then was the Sunburner. Your Honour's gone around the outside of Reckon I'm Ready, and they were followed further back by Dark Prince, and Prince Solero was last. Up by the skirt at the 400 metre mark, the leader Rothschild by 1/2 length to Your Honour. Reckon I'm Ready goes now to make a line of 3. Behind them is Society Man running on. A breakdown of 4 or 5 lengths to McLuhan, followed by Man of Ice and also the Sunburner. On the turn at the 250 metre mark, Rothschild being tackled by Your Honour. Reckon I'm Ready has gone up now to make a line of 3. Behind them is Society Man running on resolutely. Rothschild being tackled by Reckon I'm Ready. Your Honour the centre. Society Man is battling on, but Reckon I'm Ready starting to draw clear, about 20 or 30 metres to go, and Reckon I'm Ready 2 good wins it by a length and a quarter to Rothschild. Society Man has run 3rd, Your Honour 4th, they're followed by McLuhan, the Sunburner, then Dark Prince, Man of Ice, further back was Prince Solero, and last of all is Burnbarra.
I reckon he was ready. Number 4, 7-2, $1.65 and 70. 2 Rothschild, 13-8, and favourite 70 cents, and 9 Society Man, 20-1, $2.75. We'll be back after this break with the remaining 5 races at Moonee Valley.
Fourth last with
Brother Wing is back now next to last. On settling down, the leader Memphis by 3/4 of a length to Bryanette. Racing third on the outside now. Second is New Vein outside the leader. Tepo Me goes now to 4th. They're followed by Lady of Ebony making ground, but is caught racing 3 deep, and Super Talk is 4 deep after bluing the start. Back behind them was Labrino, 3 horses wide. They're followed further back by Bay of Angels on the outside of Curly Top. A bit more the length then to Rosette. They're followed by Articulate, Go Miango, and Brogger Warning as a bad last. At the 500 metres mark up by the school, the leader Memphis travelling well by a neck now to New Vein. Lady of Emily goes now to 3rd. Super Talk is 4 deep, has had no luck in the run after missing the start. On the fence behind that bunch then is Bryanette, Tepo Me being Negadat, followed by Rosette, and also further back then was Bay of Angels. On the home turn at the 250 metre mark, and Memphis is dead set going half pace, and it got almost 2 lengths on Tepo Me. New Vein has given in without a kick there, followed by Rosette down the outside, but Memphis is a mile too good. This is going to win by a minute. At the judge, and Memphis kept going by Clements, has won it by at least 3 or 4 lengths to Tepo Me. Good go for 3rd on the inside. Labrino might have run 3rd, a breath in front of Bay of Angels 4th. They were followed by Curly Top, a nice run. Then Bryanette, Rosette, New Vein, a poor run, followed further back by Articulate, Lady of Ebony. Well back was Brogger Warning with Super Talk, and a bad last gave Miango.
An effortless win to Memphis, 6-4 favourite, 130 and 65. Second, Tepo Me, 11-4, 80 cents, and 12 Labrino, 50-1, $5.55. In the 6th, it was the long shot Arms Huzzar and the first leg of a TAB double to Robert Heffernan.
Racing Jumped away quite well. Heartbalm near the inside beat them out from Members Only. He's a Natural began rather quickly. So too did the Grey Sky Castle and Cindy's Mate Cord racing 3 wide. Clubs of Trump making ground is now fifth. A length and a half then to Sasha's Choice, one off the fence on the outside of Members Only. A bit more than the length then to Go for Brandy on the inside of Arms Azar. They're followed further back by Black Mark on the inside of Rural Crisis. Well back and wide then, third last is Airspeed. Next to last is Fear No Wind, and the Grey Spectre has now dropped out the last. Going down the back, short of 1,000 metres to go, and Whiteley's off here in Heartbalm. It's allowed to stride. He led by 4 or 5 lengths on Cindy's Mate. Then 2 lengths to Sky Castle running third, half a length to He's a Natural fourth, a length and a half Clubs of Trumps fifth. Then 2 lengths to Members Only on the inside of Sasha's Choice, Rural Crisis hard ridden 3 wide. Back behind them, Go for Brandy on the inside of Arms Azar. Fear No Wind making ground but wide up the side. In that bunch then is Black Mark commencing a long searching run, followed by Airspeed, and Grey Spectre was still last of all. They've gone inside the 600 metres mark. The leader Heartbalm tackled by, on the outside there was Sky Castle, and Clubs of Trump has gone quickly now to make a line of 3. Back behind them is He's a Natural running on there, followed further back by Members Only, Sasha's Choice. Out wide then is Black Mark, and they're followed further back by Go for Brandy. Heartbalm is gone. On the home turn at the 250 metres mark, the leader Sky Castle from Clubs of Trumps. He's a Natural is up in that bunch, and they're followed further back by Members Only, but Sky Castle has sneaked away 100 metres to go. The danger is Black Mark and also Arms Azar, the centre coming home hard. Sky Castle being collared now by Arms Azar, who put its head in front, and Arms Azar's got up and won it by a neck to Sky Castle. Members Only's run third, Black Mark fourth. Then Go for Brandy, He's a Natural, Sasha's Choice. A break then to Clubs of Trumps, Grey Spectre, followed further back by Cindy's Made a very poor run. Then Airspeed, Rural Crisis, Fear No Wind, and Heartbalm after leading has knocked up to run last.
40 to 1, Arms Azar, $14.20 and $3.30. 7 Sky Castle, 12 to 1, $2.30. 10 Members Only, 13 to 2, $1.35. Both the favourites, 11 to 2, Clubs of Trumps and Sasha's Choice, were unplaced. The trifecta, 13, 7 and 10, in that order, $3,190.70. In the 7th, Crusader Prince had the race until 50 metres from home.
Racing. Randare began okay, so too did Always on Tap near the inside, and Love and Glory with Laughing Joe back now to third last on, settling down, and Tantingo now last of all with Ken Cara. On settling the leader Borobet by half a length to Crusader Prince. Love and Glory has now gone up now to be racing third on the outside of Always on Tap, and up in that bunch then was Beach Boy. Love and Glory now racing 3 horses wide. A length and a half then to Flash, and they're followed further back in the field then by Bow Slipper. Up in that bunch then is Blarney Boy making ground but wide. They're followed further back by Yama Sand, Glen Sand, hard ridden, followed further back by Randare. Well back then was Laughing Joe with Buna, Ken Cara, and a bad last there is Tantingo. On the home turn at the 250 metre mark, and Crusader Prince sneaked away, got more than 2 lengths on Borobet running second. Beach Boy is now starting to ease out and coming home hard down the outside. Beach Boy raced to the lead about 80 or 90 metres to go from Crusader Prince, and Borobet is battling on, but Beach Boy is a mile too good, wins easily. Beach Boy wins it by 2 lengths to Crusader Prince. Running third is Borobet. He's down on the line, might have run third just in front of Blarney Boy. Back behind them was Glen Sun fourth, and a very good run it. They were followed further back in the field by Laughing Joe, Randare, then Flash. Further back then was Ken Cara, Yama San. At the head of the others came Bow Slipper, Tantingo, and one of the last to put up there was Love and Glory.
The numbers 8, 12 and 2. 8 Beach Boys, 7 to 2, $2.85 and $1.15. Crusader Prince, 4 to 1, 95 cents. And Borobet, 12 to 1, $2.80. The favourite, 11 to 4, Always on Tap. 7 to 4 favourite Maniple was grabbed on the line in the 8th.
Cap racing. They've jumped away in quite a good line just after the start. Resident Dwelton dropped back to be second last with Oram Way, and Ball Running is now third last and wide. On settling, the leader was Carly Thrix by a half to 3/4 of a length to Manapple. Foxley Lodge has gone out of third. Chasseur fourth, and they're followed further out by Furl. Ton of Cheek is Cord racing 3 deep. A length and a quarter then to Tarot. They're followed further back by Oram Way, Resident, and Ball Running last of all and burnt off. Up the side of the 700 metres mark, the leader Carly Thrix by more than 2 lengths on. Manapple running second and travelling very well. Furl is now third. Up racing 3 horses wide. Ton of Cheek going forward. Tarot the centre. Back on the fence then is Foxley Lodge, and they're followed wider out by Oram Way, starting to wind up then. Chasseur getting checked, followed by Resident, and Born Running is a bad last. at the 400 metres mark, and Menepil is now striding up to have a crack at the leader, Carly Thrix, and is travelling very well, the favourite. On the home turn, 250 metres to go. Menepil shot away by more than 2 lengths on Carly Thrix. Oral Way running on fairly well there, followed Water out by Tyrrell and also Cheek. Menepil in front, about 100 metres to go. Fielder's running on down the outside, and Tyrrell starting to get home. Menepil in front, he's getting tired. Tyrrell cutting it down hard on the outside. Menepil still in front, they hit the line. Oh, this is close. Very close this between Tyrrell and also Menepil. There's not a breath in it, and Tyrrell might have got up and well on the line, but there's nothing in it. Running third maybe Oral Way, there followed by Furl, Carly Thrix, Shah Sir, then Ton of Cheek, Resident, Born Running, and last of all is Foxley Lodge.
Robert Heffernan on Turoa, TAB double $162, and Heffernan rode both legs. Number 4, 9-2, $3.55 and $1.10. 2 Manipul, 7-4 favourite, 65 cents, and 10 Furl, 7-2, 65 cents. Some sell for punters in the last. Nautica, 2-1 favourite, running away with the race.
Racing. Verve missed the start, so too did Royal Deed. Back now to third last with Wrangling. Sevidale wasn't well away. On settling down, the leader Rodolfo, taken on for dear life by Atchar. Frasmore hunting up along the inside of Nordica, there followed Water out by Ruling Heart, making ground but is Cord Racing 3 horses wide, 2 lengths to Verve, getting up on the inside of Stock Trader. Back behind them was further back in the field, then came Sunset Court on the inside of Penny Sun, a length and a half to Sevidale. Bold Adios is back now to third last, can't win for mine. They're followed further back by French Invader with Royal Deed along next to last, and Wrangling is now tail off a bad last. Up by the school at the 500 metres mark, the leader Atchar by a neck now to Ruling Heart has gone out of second, Rodolfo third, hard ridden. Behind them was Nordica, there followed Water out by Stock Trader, making ground, and back behind them is Sunset Court, followed by Sevidale, Verve and also Frasmore, and Bold Adios can't win. On the turn at the 250 metre mark, the leader was Ruling Heart by a neck now to Atchar. Nordica's the danger, starting to wind up and coming hard. 100 metres to go. Nordica's gone to the front, having a bumping duel here with Ruling Heart. Nordica about a neck in front. He doesn't want to get to the line, but he's now starting to draw clear Nordica. And the top weight too good. He wins it by 2 lengths to Ruling Heart. Atchar's run third. Sunset Court has run fourth on a good run. They're followed by Stock Trader. Back behind them was further back French Invader Verve, then Sevidale Rodolfo, followed further back by Penny Sun, Bold Adios, then came Frasmore, Verve, and last of all is Wrangling.
Race 9, Nordica the winner, $1.75 and 70, 10 Ruling Heart $1.40, and 2 Atchar 5-2, 85 cents.